How does an innocent 20-year-old American student get falsely imprisoned for a murder she didn't commit? And why, even after her release from prison, is she still fighting?
Hi guys, how are you?
Good, how are you? Very well.
Great, I'm really good. I have to say, I binge watched the show. I watched it. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So congratulations, first of all. I really like that people who speaks Italian really speaks Italian in the show, and because people who speaks English, and just you don't have that whole, okay, I have to now get into this universe where I need to imagine that people is actually speaking Italian where they don't. So I really want to thank you for that and ask you, how was the process to actually incorporate the language into the show?
It added so much dimension,
yeah,
and beauty and insight to the show. It not only celebrated the Italian culture, but helped us get inside Amanda's experience.
Yes.
Especially when she was just in the nascent stages of learning Italian, how alienating it was for her to be interrogated in a language that was foreign to her. We wanted the viewer to actually be as close to being inside of her experience as possible, and that really allowed us to do that. And it also really helped dimensionalize the character of Italy and the Italian characters and their misunderstanding of Amanda. It was such a mistranslation and misinterpretation. I'd like to call it, on one hand, maybe a villain in the story, and on the other hand, a tragic figure in the story. Mistranslation itself led, it contributed to that fertile ground that allowed a grand injustice to happen.
Great.
It's also part of respecting the audience. We went into it saying the audience is capable of reading. They're not afraid of subtitles. And so that's how we tell our story, hopefully as authentically as possible.
Yeah, and I also really enjoyed that you don't have, like, even though it's based on a real story and all that, you really humanize all the characters. You even have backstories for other characters. They're not like a real, like, oh my God, that's the villain of the story or not. Also, so I really wanted to ask you about how you managed to incorporate that into the story.
We always want to differentiate ourselves from the typical true crime. So our story is not a whodunit. I'd like to say it's a howdunit and a whydunit. The how is that, how does an innocent 20-year-old American student get falsely imprisoned for a murder she didn't commit? And why, even after her release from prison, is she still fighting in many, many ways to set herself free? And that's, in order to tell that story dimensionally, it needs to be populated by real and dimensional human beings who each entered the story with their own context,
right,
their own biases and beliefs, and saw Amanda and the crime and their search for justice through their very specific lens. And so in order to tell the story as, and to access it from as many different points as possible and examine it as dimensionally as possible, it was actually imperative for us to deepen everyone.
Okay, couldn't agree more. Wow, great. Well, thank you so much, guys, for your time. Again, I love the show, so congratulations one more time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ciao.